Hi guys, today we're going to take a look at the Huawei Sports Watch 2. This is fairly, well, not an oldish device I suppose. I've been playing around with getting a proper smartwatch for a while now. I've still been using off and on my Sony Smartband Talk, off and on for a wee bit, but I've decided to basically go the full way. I was going to get the Sony Smartwatch 3, but given what it was doing back then and what smartwatches do now, I decided to go for the Huawei, purely because I've never had a Huawei device, and I just wanted to take a look. This one is the Huawei Watch 2 Sport. Essentially we're looking at 768 megabytes of RAM on this, a 1.1 gigahertz A7 quad core processor, a Snapdragon chipset. I think it's Snapdragon Wear 2100, 4 gig storage capacity. We're looking at accelerometer, barometer, compass, gyroscope, heart rate and light sensor, I believe. Built-in speaker, microphone, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and NFC, I believe. Now there's a version where you can actually get a cellular version as well. This isn't that version. Wi-Fi is BGN. We have GPS with a GLONASS. OLED display. Display resolution is 390 by 390, which is 326 ppi. Excuse me. 16.7 million colors, and Gorilla Glass, I think it's 3, but don't quote me on that. IP68, and so on and so forth. So packaging itself, very clean and not really giving much away apart from underneath. Tells you what it is, certification, stuff like that, and obviously it's printed in Sawyer ink, so it's good for the environment. So let's go ahead and take away the plastic without damaging the box. Okay. Head and slowly unveil it. Okay, not that slowly. Okie dokie. And just underneath there it says the packaging is designed to be planet friendly, which is a nice touch. So the watch itself, we'll look at that in just a second. We'll just clear the box contents. So nice little container here. Now this will be our little, so we'll have some start guide, booklet, safety information and your warranty card. And then just under the flap here we have our power adapter, which is out at 1 amp, and then as you can see, as far as this is magnetic, and essentially that's that for the box. So nice little box contents here. So there's the charger itself. It'll just sit just like that, essentially magnetic, and I can charge. So look around the device when we focus in. So as you can see, there's the back. We got our contacts for where it will charge, a heart rate sensor, and we just unclasp that. There we go. So nice stuff there. Being the sport version, this does obviously have the rubber silicone strap. It feels okay. It's not as heavy as I anticipated. So then we have the front as well. Like I said, it's OLED display. So let's see if there's any juice in this. There we go. Now I'll be connecting this up to my Samsung S8, but for the time being we'll set up on my excuse me, Alcatel. So just as a boot animation there. It does feel quite, there's a slight weight to it, but nothing too drastic. Nice design. And obviously, as you can see, you can pull that back and it will be able to change the straps if need be. I'll probably just use the one provided. It's taking its time to boot up this. Oh, here we go. Okay, so tap to begin. We'll go ahead and select English, United Kingdom. I agree to the license. Okay, so go ahead and start to set this up. Turn on. Okay, so it's found it. So I'm assuming this will probably end up doing a software update on the watch when it connects. Okay, seems to have a slight problem. I'll just figure this out. I'll just pause the video for a second and I'll be back with you. Oh, here we go. Okay. It's just taking a second or two. Once this is paired, I'll go ahead and unpause the video. I'll just be with you in 2 seconds. So I finally got it set up. For whatever reason, it just refused to connect to the Alcatel. So, but yeah, so I've got it set up. I've had a little play with it. So far, so good. I'm liking the features. Excuse me. If you're familiar with Android Wear, then you'll be familiar with all the apps that goes with it. But on the actual, I would show you the app on the S8, but I'm actually recording with the S8 currently. But essentially, you've got the Android Wear, but also it gets you to install the Huawei Wear, which is fairly similar to the Android Wear. Basically pretty much the same. Just lets you handle the software update, whether you want to manually update it or automatically update it via Wi-Fi. The screen itself, I don't know if you can see that, but it attracts fingerprints fairly easy. But I'm sure you could probably get a screen protector if you wanted to. essentially when you're setting it up, all your accounts or accounts that you have, like Android accounts, it will just beam it straight to it, set it all up, Wi-Fi connection, any Android Pay settings, anything like that, goes straight on the phone, which is handy. You don't have to mess around with that or anything like that. Display wise, brightness, it's good. You can, when this focuses in, you can adjust the display brightness up to automatic. To you can change your font size. Always on screen. That obviously hammer your battery, but you know, if you want to keep it on, keep it on. But you do have like gestures. So tilt to wake, obviously activate the screen. Wrist gestures, essentially if you're looking at something and you want to scroll down, you don't want to use your fingers, you just tilt your wrist down and up, that'll go up or down. And then I think if you do jerk it or something, it'll go like exit out, so that's quite good. You've got a essential little tutorial on here that'll go through stuff, but if you want to go more in depth, click that and it'll take you to your phone, and then obviously you can go ahead and look at the web pages there. Again, if you're familiar with Android Wear, you got your gestures to go back. You have your favorite watch faces here. You can go on ahead and add some more there. So let's say you wanted fitness one. Go ahead and click that, and there you go. It'll give you all your information, battery, calories burnt, how many steps you've done, your heart rate, and whatnot. You can set it to constantly monitor your heart rate or do it manually. Again, if you're having it constantly, I'm sure it will hammer your battery there. Weather app, again, I think that's Android Wear itself. Agendas, alarm, Android Pay, battery. So yeah, essentially similar to like smartphone features. Find My Phone, if that's the Google Fit. Heart rate, that's I think that's actually the Huawei version, I'm not too sure. Stopwatch, torch, just essentially puts the screen into a white color. Timer, stopwatch, they're all self-explanatory. Feeds, and then you do have where is it? A thing for apps. Somewhere or the other. But yeah, I'll have a little play with it, use it for a couple of weeks or whatever, and post a little review. But for whatever reason, it didn't connect to the Alcatel A3 XL. It said it was connected, but it didn't come up on the watch it was connected. So no idea, but as soon as I connected it to the S8, connected straight away. But yeah, I'll go ahead and work out and stuff. So yeah, I'll go ahead, wear this for a couple of weeks, and then I'll make a quick video about what I think of it. Alright guys, that'll do for now. I'll catch you the next one. Cheers.